Hello and welcome to the Courthouse, your program, my program, our program, where we learn a lot together in plain, simple, and entertaining language. This week we have a lot lined up for your viewing pleasure. I am Itohan Olomu-Agbodo. We will take a quick break and we'll be back with more on the Courthouse. Stay with us.
Global Plus app is bigger and better. Watch all our shows with just a click.
Let him have the right to decide what happens with your body.
Watch inspiring, informative, and entertaining programs. You can comment, like, and share. Watch our live TV and web TV on your mobile devices. Watch the big stories in real time or when you have the time. Experience Lovewell Plus app right now. Download Lovewell Plus app on Android, iOS, and BlackBerry. Go to Google Play Store, Apple App Store, or Windows Phone Store. Welcome to the bigger picture. Lovewell Plus, beyond television.
Hello, people! Are you in search of a super quick, super big way to publicize your products and services? If yes, then look no further, as Lovewell Plus is your one-stop solution. It's easy, it's fast, and trust me, you will be glad you did. All you need to do is follow these simple steps. 1. Have a product. 2. Call any of the numbers showing on your screen. And congratulations, as your products keep flourishing. Trust me, guys, we have got you covered. Lovewell Plus, totally you.
You're welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the Courthouse, where we learned a lot together in plain, simple, and entertaining language. This week on the show, we are looking at the worker. Who is a worker? Who is an employee? And what are the benefits that he is entitled to under the law? This week, I'm joined by Barrister Glory Odimayo. He's a principal partner of Odimayo, G.O. Odimayo and Associates, and he's here at studio with me. Barrister Glory, you're welcome to the Courthouse.
Thank you so much.
And we started by talking about who a worker is, who is an employee. I would like to hear from you, from your own words, who is a worker?
We cannot know who a worker is without looking at the history of the workers' law, how it started. In the year 1877, we had the Master and Servants Ordinance of 1877. That is the source of our law. And today we have Labor Act, Cap L1 LFN 2004. It defines who a worker is. A worker is someone who works for another person in a particular place. He resumes work there, is being paid either daily, weekly, or monthly. So there are some categories of persons who work for you who are not workers.
Who are not workers?
Yes. For example, somebody who comes to fix your maybe plumbing something, and after that he goes away. It's not a worker. It's an independent contractor.
Not my worker,
It's
for
not your
instance.
worker.
So it's an independent
It's an
contractor.
independent contractor.
Okay, now looking specifically at the Labor Act or the Workman's, the ordinance you just mentioned, what would be the underlying factor in defining who a worker is? Is it the fact that the person is being paid, or the fact that you are dictating the terms of the person's service? What should that factor be?
The Labor Act makes provisions for who a worker is, what are the duties of a worker, what are the privileges or benefits of a worker, and how are these privileges being regulated so that nobody is cheated, because both of them are into commercial transaction.
Okay.
A worker comes in, renders services, and is being paid. And those services are to be used by the employer for his own profitability. So when you're looking at a worker, is somebody who applied for a job advertised by an employer and is being given the employment and is being given terms of reference, terms and conditions of the work he's going to do. Okay. And as long as he's being provided those jobs to be done, he's entitled to be paid. and there are some benefits attached to it. Because even aside the Labor Act, there are some terms in labor law that allows the parties, employer and employees, to agree on some terms.
To agree on some terms.
Terms that are being called collective agreement.
Okay.
Oh, this is how we want it. Maybe, for example, we have minimum wage in Nigeria is 18,000 plus or so. Oh, an employer can say, oh, I cannot pay you 18,500 naira. This is what I can pay you. If it's agreeable by both of
parties.
them, it's okay.
Okay, that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
But this week we're looking specifically at the benefits. Before we go fully into the benefits, I'd like you to just give us some terms that are common in this worker-employer-employee relationship, some terms that are common.
When you are talking about employee-employer, it's all about somebody having a business. It could even be a small-scale business.
Okay.
It could be just a partnership. It could be a limited liability company, and he's doing something, into maybe manufacturing and some other things. So he has the employer needs, because he cannot work alone. He needs some people to work for him. It could be a driver, it could be the clerical staff, it could be maybe the servant, or it could be the messenger. So he's to employ them so that his organization can move. For example, G.O. Dima and Associates, I'm the principal partner, but the office is opened. I am not there. So if a client walks in, somebody is attending to the person. It could be a lawyer or assisting, supporting staff. You understand? So coming to it, labor law has provided the employee is being protected, and the employer is being regulated in the activities they do. So that's
okay. So based on your coinage, now you said the employee is being protected and the employer is being regulated.
In the activities.
So now, since the employer's activities are being regulated, now let's look at the employee specifically. Those protections that the labor law, for instance, in Nigeria, has afforded this employee. I know that first of all, under the Nigerian Labor Act, it said forced labor is illegal. Yeah. All employees must have a written contract, payment of wages, salary deductions. It is illegal to prevent employees from joining trade unions and all that. Yeah. So what other benefits accrue to these employees?
Looking at it, I want us to look at it from this perspective. Even if all these benefits are there, if there are no mechanism of ensuring that these benefits are accrued to this person, it cannot work. There are so many, there's plethora of laws in Nigeria, and people are complaining, but the problem is all about enforcement. For example, a relevant section of that Labor Act talks about authorized labor officer, and nobody is talking about it.
No, my concern this week is not even the enforcement, for instance, because if you don't know about the provisions of the law concerning you,
yes,
you wouldn't know what to fight for. So now we're looking at what entitlements do I have as an employee?
Okay.
If I'm going for maternity leave, how long should that be? When I resume, how long should I work for? And study leave, things like that. Okay. So we really need to know about the provision of the law in that regard.
For example, there are several provisions of the Labor Act that talk about payment of salary. In fact, the Act is divided into three. Okay. The first part is talking about the welfare, the benefits of the worker. The second part is talking about the obligation of the employer, and the other part is talking about the regulatory body of the employer and employee. So when you're talking about what are the benefits of an employee who is properly engaged, because for you to say somebody is an employee in an organization, he must be given letter of appointment. Okay. We should get it well and get it right, because some people will be working for someone, nothing to show. I have a case at hand now. Somebody was employed to work for a company. I won't mention the name of the company. And they've been working together for years. No letters of employment. So, and the issue came up that the guy was alleged of criminal acts. So our defense is that this guy is not your staff. is just a commission agent. So what are the benefits accrue to an employee? An employee must be paid his salary as when due. Okay. An employee must be paid within 1 month.
Within 1 month?
Yes. If there is any employer that is not paying within 1 month, the employer is committing illegal act. And you know, even what we in Nigeria here now, even most state governments cannot even pay. They are owing 11 months salary. You know, the other day, the special advisor to Kogi state government was on air, talking and saying that, oh, they were being alleged to be owing. He said, no, we're not owing 11 months. We're owing just 9 months.
Just 9 months.
Just 9 months.
When the law states.
And when the law says you must not owe your worker more than a month.
Okay, let's take a listen to this quick report on some benefits that are accrued to workers under the labor law, and we'll be back with more on the courthouse. Stay with us. A worker or an employee is generally defined as a person who is engaged to perform work under a contract of service. Employee benefits and benefits in kind include various types of non-wage compensation provided to employees in addition to their normal wages or salaries. In instances where an employee exchanges cash or wages for some other form of benefit, it is generally referred to as a salary packaging or salary exchange agreement. In most countries, most kinds of employee benefits are taxable to at least some degree. Examples of these benefits include housing, insurance, disability income protection, retirement benefits, sick leave, vacation, paid or unpaid, social security, profit sharing, employer-student loan contributions, conveyance, domestic help or servants, and other specialized benefits. The purpose of employee benefits is to increase the economic security of staff members and in so doing, improve worker retention across the organization. As such, it is one component of reward management. The term perks is often used colloquially to refer to those benefits of a more discretionary nature. Often perks are given to employees who are doing notably well and have seniority. Common perks are take-home vehicles, hotel stays, free refreshments, leisure activities on work time, stationery, allowances for lunch, and when multiple choices exist, first choice of such things as job assignments and vacation scheduling. They may also be given first chance at job promotions when vacancies exist.
Hello people! Are you in search of a super quick, super big way to publicize your products and services? If yes, then look no further, as Lover Plus is your one-stop solution. It's easy, it's fast, and trust me, you will be glad you did. All you need to do is follow these simple steps. 1. Have a product. 2. Call any of the numbers showing on your screen. And congratulations, as your product keeps flourishing. Trust me guys, we have got you covered. Lover Plus, totally you.
You're welcome back. We still have Barrister Odimayo telling us about the benefits of a worker, what benefits the employer should give the worker under the labor law. And you were talking about the fact that they must be paid within a month.
Within a month?
Okay, so let's leave that issue now
it's over.
and move on to another benefit. What other benefits do they have?
An employee must be given a leave of work.
Leave.
It must be. It can't be given study leave if applied.
So if the employee is given study leave, for instance, is the employee entitled to being paid during that study leave period?
The law does not specifically say you should pay him. It depends. It depends on the organization.
That's a separate agreement now?
Yes.
Okay.
It depends on the organization. Oh, I can say, we are sending you on course with pay. For example, I have dealt with a deputy, superintendent of police who said, he applied for study leave and some other things. So he was granted study leave with pay. It depends on the procedure of the organization.
Okay.
So it has nothing to do with the
law generally.
The law generally. So it depends. And you must have, when you are working, there's a break time, there's time off. When you are working.
Under the law?
Under the law.
So there's a break time and
there's
time
a break
off.
time and there's time off. Time off has nothing to do with break time. If you're working for 6 hours, for example, there should be a time you have interruption with what you are doing to cool off.
Okay.
It has nothing to, and
so
you can move away.
That's the break time.
That is time off.
Time off, okay.
Yes. And even that time off, the law allows you to just even walk away from even walking away from the premises.
For how long?
It depends on the organization.
The law doesn't specify any time.
No, because it depends on the organization. Break time, you all know break time. Okay. Maybe it could be 1 hour, it could be lunch hour and some other things. So it's there. Okay. Coming to, for example, people keep talking about maternity leave, but people don't even understand that there is even a provision of that act that makes you a woman who works for you to just say, because I have some strange feelings in my body and I just go for 6 weeks.
6 weeks?
6 weeks.
And it's not maternity leave?
And it's not maternity leave.
So let us know about the provision. It's quite interesting.
When you read section 54, 55 of those acts, you're going to see all
the Labour Act.
Of the Labour Act. Okay. You're going to see all these things because when you read section 54, it's talking about, if a woman finds or thinks that is having some strange feelings or illness that will confine her.
That one, I find that one quite interesting. So I can say I have some strange feelings.
But there are duties that she must carry out. Yes. She must obtain a letter, a certificate, from a certified medical practitioner, transmit it to the employer that I won't be able to come to work for 6 weeks. And she will still be entitled to 50% of her salary.
Entitled to 50% of her salary. That's quite interesting.
So now when you come to maternity leave, it depends on the organization. Lagos State government has come up with 6 months. But most organizations are talking about 3 months.
So for maternity leave, under the Lagos State law in Nigeria, the woman is entitled to 6 months.
6 months.
Quite interesting. That's half of the year.
Yeah, because the woman needs time. For example, I just told you, a woman who just put to bed and maybe have developed some medical
complications.
Okay,
so during that 6 months, is the woman, that worker, that employee, is she entitled to pay?
Of course, she's entitled
to
pay. Full payment.
Wow, quite interesting.
Full payment.
You see, these are things you get to find out on the courthouse. And I'm pleased to also tell you that you can advertise your goods and services on the show. I would like you to take a listen to this jingle. We'll be back with more on this discussion. Stay with us.
Hello, people! Are you in search of a super quick, super big way to publicize your products and services? If yes, then look no further, as Lover Plus is your one-stop solution. It's easy, it's fast, and trust me, you will be glad you did. All you need to do is follow these simple steps. 1. Have a product. 2. Call any of the numbers showing on your screen. And congratulations, as your products keep flourishing. Trust me, guys, we have got you covered. Lover Plus, totally you.
You're welcome back. I still have Barrister Odimaya telling us about employee benefits. And he just told us that under the Lagos State law, if a woman is pregnant, she's entitled to 6 months maternity leave, and that is half of 1 year. And he also said under the labor law, the Nigerian Labour Act, section 54, he mentioned that a woman having some sickness, one type of ailment or the other, based on medical certification, can embark on 6 weeks leave. Am I correct?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so any more your passing shots on this issue?
Okay, looking at it, the employee who has fulfilled his own part of the agreement is entitled to protection. For example, if he's working in a particular place and he's going to go back on a journey of about 16 kilometers, he must be provided transportation or transport allowance. But all these are not known.
All these are not known. We really need to know more. We need to have a part 2 of this discussion because employee benefits are quite numerous, and this time frame we have will not be enough to exhaust them. So this is part 1 of this discussion. We're going to have Barrister Odimayo again telling us more about employee benefits. And of course, we'll talk about the provision for the regulation of employers as well under the labor law. Barrister Odimayo, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
You know, I told you at the beginning, before we started the show, really, that we have a segment we call the Bar Book. Under the Bar Book, we share Latin maxims. And for me, I'll just stick with a simple one, impari delicto. That's basically both parties are equally guilty. And I would like to find out yours.
Okay, the one that is common to me is nemo quod non habet.
Okay.
You cannot give what you do not
You
have.
cannot give what you do not have. Nemo dat quod non
habet.
habet. You get to find out more Latin maxims and their meanings on the Bar Book. Stay with us. Well, that's the much we can take this week on the Courthouse. It was a very interesting episode, and we'll have more on this discussion some other time with Barrister Odimayo telling us about the benefits an employee should have in his workplace. If you have comments for us, you have questions, we have numbers that we're showing on your screen. We also have email, info@loverplus, where you can send your emails too, and you can join us by logging on to www.loverplus.org. You can join us on King's Chat on UCOS. I remain yours sincerely, it's Olomu-Agbodo. And from me, it's don't just get mad, go get a lawyer. Bye for now.